Delivering the housing we need is one of our 5 new corporate priorities. Not everyone can afford to buy, and private renting can be expensive, as we know. The council provides social housing, homes for affordable rent, as well as temporary accommodation for people facing homelessness. But there is demand for more. We're committed to creating more homes in sustainable locations and working to reduce the number of people in temporary accommodation or rough sleeping. Currently there are around 1,500 households on our housing list and a further 300 living in temporary accommodation. We need homes for these people. New homes are being built, some in areas such as Westwood that were previously open land. And it's possible that you only became aware of plans to build on this land when you found out about a planning application or when the building started. But lots of the developments starting now are on land that was approved as suitable for housing many years ago. In some cases, the council didn't give approval, but it's been secured by way of an appeal decision via the government's planning inspectorate. There are also sites that have been allocated for housing in the current local plan, which was adopted in 2020. What exactly will go on these sites has yet to be agreed, but the principle that it can be housing has been set, and there is no obvious way to reverse that. The role of the Planning Committee is to consider planning applications and decide whether to approve them. But this has to be done with the local plan and the government's National Planning Policy Framework, or NPPF, in mind. And if we don't base our decisions on these documents, they're likely to be overturned on appeal. How much housing is needed is calculated using population data and a standard method set by the government. The outcome, using 2014 data, was the need for 17,000 new homes by 2031, and that's what is in our approved local plan. But there are very few urban areas in Thanet where that many homes could go. Most of the larger urban sites that could be used for housing were already allocated under the 2006 local plan, and the largest brownfield site at Manston Airport was protected for aviation use in 2018. Working out what additional infrastructure such as roads, schools or drainage is needed to support this extra housing and how to deliver it is part of the local plan process. So it has been thought about. In fact, the plan was passed by the inspectors because those details are in place. While the population hasn't grown as much as the local plan anticipated, housing is still needed. The majority of it is built for sale on the open market, and we know that developers only build if there is demand. But Thanet is an increasingly attractive place to live, which means more people will choose to move here. And anyone can buy a house in any location if they have the money, which is not something the council can control. We also have to consider just how many people in the district are currently living in expensive privately rented or overcrowded accommodation. We're currently expanding our housing stock by purchasing homes from developers at a discount. And we also have a programme dedicated to build homes from scratch on land that we already own. The homes we're building or buying are specifically for local people who are on our housing register or are in our temporary accommodation. These people are our priority. It's true that we've done our bit to help support people from Ukraine and Afghanistan by taking part in small government schemes to provide some homes for refugees. But over time, these homes will be added to our affordable housing stock for local people. Of course, we're aware that the scale of housing development makes some residents uneasy, and we understand and share the desire to protect agricultural land. But we have to balance the need for housing and our government obligations with preserving Thanet's character. We're committed to being honest and transparent about what that means, and keeping people updated about the decisions we make, even the difficult ones.